Alright, so I'm gonna give you like, honestly, just.
I don't think Bowen and Haley would be here if I did not make an alliance with them when I got in, because I picked the players who I thought were the weakest. Not Lauren. I knew Lauren was strong. I knew Alejandra was strong. I picked who I thought was the weakest players, who turned out to be awesome allies. Who, for the most part, until the last moment I stayed loyal to. I think I made some dumb mistakes though, but it was my first time playing Big Brother. I made so many moves. I made some great moves though. I'm really proud of the way I played this game.
Oh, what mistakes?
Like making a final 2 alliance with Mary Kate, Bowen, and Haley. That was the dumbest thing I could have possibly did. But I did it.
One question. If you would have been on that final 2, how do you think it would turn out?
I see myself giving a hell of an argument. And I didn't really see myself winning because of the amount of people that I pissed off, but I felt like I had a few people I could sway in the jury. And I had a couple of moves that any player who respects this game would commend me for.
Like getting Lauren from that. Yeah. Because I remember you saying, like, oh yeah, that was my plan from the beginning, like, earlier on.
And I also want to say that, like, my 2 allies from the beginning are final 2. So that just shows.
You did stay loyal.
I did.
Even then. Yeah. What would you say, how do you see this playing out? How do you see the judges taking this one?
I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't think Bowen really did as much as Haley did. But from the point I got in, they both kind of followed me.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, by the way? Like having them just kind of like, not to say ride along, but just kind of like be there and just end up in final 2 and you're just kind of stuck here. Is that like?
Well, I guess that's what happens when you take chances. I made a dumb mistake. I should not have made a final 2. All 3 players.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've never played Big Brother before, so.
I mean, next time.
Whatever playing you did, they did a good job.
Yeah, really.
And for coming halfway through the game.
Yeah, you did, I'm not even gonna lie, you did a phenomenal job compared to like
Catching up, you did a very good job.
Like you said in the
applaud
beginning, you
that.
were like, oh, I'm just trying to play catch up. Well, you played catch up pretty damn well, if I'm gonna say.
Like catch up in 1 round, and you killed that. That was
And
very impressive.
One of the smartest moves I did this entire game was I was automatically put up for eviction during the throw the ball to the cup challenge, and during that I got a clue for the diamond thing, and I found it on my own, and I found the diamond clue on my own, hit it, not on me. Took the clue, shared it with, I took Lauren and Maggie, I took that alliance, and I shared the clue, told them I couldn't find it. This is why you should trust me, I'm giving you this clue. Told Mary Kate and Truly that it was a fake clue, and shared the actual diamond thing with Bowen and Haley. That was a great
Yeah,
on my part.
definitely. I agree. So, just to completely wrap this up, if you were an Easter basket, how would you be decorated?
With lots of queso.
there you have it.
So, thoughts?
I mean, I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I backstabbed a lot of people, and I knew I wasn't getting all the votes. I was surprised I got 2 votes, honestly. Like, I was surprised we get none. Yeah.
So, in all honesty, how do you really think you played? Because
I think I played good. It's just, I feel like people kind of took it to heart. Like, it was definitely just a benefit of my game. Like, game-wise, I played good. Like, I feel like I played the best of my ability. But, like, of course I hurt people's feelings, and I didn't mean to intentionally. I mean, it's just a game, so.
okay, when Amelia said that you didn't make one move without her, how, like, what do you think about that?
I
Like,
definitely thought I did make moves without her, because she wasn't here for half the game, so I definitely had made moves without her in the beginning. I mean, definitely the biggest move was trusting her. That was my choice. So, I mean, I guess a lot of things I did weren't without her.
So, in comparison, have you played Big Bang before? No? Okay, but you've played Survivor before. How do you think they relate? Like, do you think if you played the same way in Survivor that you would end up possibly winning? Or
I think if you played in Survivor, since it's teams, you have special bonds, and you can do the same with alliances, but I just think it's totally different to 2 different games that, like, I was, like, coming in, I was like, okay, maybe it won't be as, like, different, but it's totally different from Survivor, because I played Survivor twice, and this is my first time playing Big Brother, and it's totally different.
yeah. So, alliance-wise, like, you said in the beginning you had way too many things to begin with. Like, how did you eventually get out of all this?
Well, I kind of aligned myself with the girls at first, but then that started getting taken down because all the guys. But me and Bowen, we had 2 alliance since like the beginning of the day. Like we knew we were gonna go together. But I definitely wanted to work with Lauren and Maggie, and because they were both strong, and I knew that they could help my game to where I could go back and get them out, and I did. And so I think when I won HOH, I kind of told people like they were good, but then I was like, okay,
Yeah.
So I can't save everyone, so I had to choose who I could trust more, and then that was between Lauren and Maggie, and Amelia and Bowen and Mary Kate, and I was like, Lauren and Maggie are 2 strong competitors that would totally take me out. They would bring each other, they would win over me, so I had to switch for my game.
Okay, so you had said that you and Bowen had alliance from the beginning. Amelia had said that you and Bowen were her only 2 alliances. Like, do you think?
I do think that's true. Amelia came in through like half of the game. I don't even know what round she came in, but me and Bowen already had a final 2. She came up to me and Bowen and were like, I want to work with y'all. And we were like, perfect. Like, we're already working together, so like, sure, let's do 3. And honestly, like at the beginning, I was like, this is just one of the other alliances. Like, I'm gonna have to like just ditch or whatever. But Amelia proved to me that she was a trustworthy person, and that made my decision clear that I needed to stick with them.
Gotcha. Okay, to finish out, so you see those trophies over there. What do you think you would look like if you were a trophy? Like, would you be like a soccer player, or would you just be a star? Like,
Best picture.
okay, so you'd be like a picture?
Yes.
I got it.
No, I don't know.
All right. Sounds good. So first off, congratulations. Second, what do you think about when Amelia said y'all did not make one move without her? What did you think about that?
To an extent, she was correct. We didn't make any large moves without her. Because I needed somebody who I could depend on, and nobody was giving me that strong alliance. She gave me that strong alliance that I could depend on.
Would you say she was like the head honcho? So like, if it came down to final 2 and it was you and her, she would be the face of like, oh, she said do this, she said do this, she said do this.
No, because while they did the actions, I was more the person who planned them. So
so you were like the brains behind the entire operation.
Yes, so when
Put your hand up.
When Maggie and Lauren went out, I had the original idea. That was all my idea in the beginning. I'm like, they're getting strong, they have a bond nobody else has.
I'll try and close
So So I need to put them up pretty much.
Wow.
I go, okay, so we're
You
gonna
know-
wait. We're gonna wait. What I pretty much did as soon as she came in, I go, we're gonna wait until after the gesture is revealed, and then as soon as the gesture is revealed, we'll go after them. And
So
that's
what
how we
I'm
worked.
hearing is you're the only one who didn't get blood on their hands. Like everyone's like, oh, you played a clean game, you played a clean game. You were just the brains behind the operation, I feel.
I was the brains, but at the same time, I never lied to anybody. I played a clean game. I never lied. If somebody asked, "Are you gonna?" If you voted for, nobody ever asked me, "Are you voting for this person?" It was always, "Are you voting for this person or this person?" And it's either I voted for the person they said, or somehow another person got on there, and it was no one between those two people. So it was no longer what they asked.
I see. So people have been saying, oh, he rode the coattail all the way up. What do you think about that? I mean, they even got the
I rode a
underdog
coattail?
awards.
But at the same time, I had to switch coattails, like mid-flight, because the people that I was originally with, they all got kicked out. They were all gone, so I had to kind of merge over into the other side, where I could. And then I also split that into where I had two in there. So I always had two groups that I could go with, and whichever one I felt was stronger, I would go with.
Okay, so when it came down to choosing between Emily and Haley, why Haley? I mean, I know she said you don't have any lines to begin with, but
Because Amelia, the only reason I didn't bring her in is because she gets promised top 2 with 3 different people. And that's why.
so you got a little sketched out.
I got really sketched out.
Okay.
And towards the end she understood if it was me and her, she was not winning.
So if you played this game again, so if you played Big Brother again, would you play the same way?
I don't think it could work the same way. I feel like certain areas I got very lucky. In certain areas it worked out exactly as planned. But like I said, I feel like I got lucky in some areas. So were I to play Big Brother again, I'd probably be a little more aggressive.
So real quick, just this isn't the last question, but real quick, you had said, oh yeah, I was the brain, like you came up with the ideas.
Yes.
How did you get it to where it made it look like Amelia and Haley came up with the ideas? Or did you kind of make them move?
No, I didn't make it to where they made the move. How it worked is I'd go, alright, so we need to vote Lauren and Maggie out soon because they are getting too much power. So I planted the idea, and then they'd go, okay, well, I found this idol, and I find this idol. I go, okay, we can use this like this, and if this happens, we can use this one. So, and then it slowly went, and Lauren chose to try to win that. She wanted, the one time we wanted her to win HOH, she wanted to, but Haley accidentally won. Haley was trying to throw it to Lauren, and Lauren just didn't quite get it. And so, pretty much, that's when Maggie went up the first time, I think. And that's how that played out, and that just set up the perfect area, even though she had messed up. We had planned on her getting HOH and putting up Maggie up, but Lauren got off, and still we could put Maggie up. So it worked out in our favor.
Wow, so this turned out to be, wow, so I don't, okay, In my opinion, you didn't play as good as a game as I, like as clean as a game as everyone thinks you did. In my opinion, at least, that's what I'm hearing.
I played a clean game
You came up with the ideas.
with a little bit of dirtiness in the middle.
Final question. Let's see. I'll think of a good one because this is the final one. And I already used my sauce one because somebody insisted on it. Kevin Gates, could you see him as a future president? And if so, why?
Yes. Why? He's Kevin Gates.
Quality. There you have it.